Sneemaster!
Hey everyone, Sneemaster here. Just wanted to cover how the new inventory system will work in 3.15. When you first start the game, it's going to ask you to choose a primary residence, in this case in the Stanton system, and you're going to have to select that and then select the server location, which I normally leave at best, but you can choose whatever you need. Then click Set as Primary Residence, and then from there you can choose it or cancel if you don't prefer that location. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that your primary residence will make a difference as to how the system works. The location you select will be your main base. All of your starting gear, ships, equipment, and ground vehicles will be located here unless you manually transfer it somewhere else. In 3.15 PTU, ground vehicles can only be summoned from cities that have ground hangars like New Babbage or Lorville. Area 18 and Orison don't have ground hangars at the moment, so you won't be able to summon ground vehicles if they are your main base. CIG is working on setting up a temporary workaround, but I'm not sure if it'll go out when 3.15 is live. At worst case, it might release in 3.15.x patch, but we'll have to watch for that. Now, after you select your base and spawn, you can open the Moby Glass and see there's a new Knickknacks tab. Knickknacks will show you where all your items are in the galaxy. Now, we start out in the Stanton system, of course. There's a filter to limit what type of items you want to see. The Stanton window shows all the main planetary regions, in this case Microtech. You can open to see everything within the planetary region, planets, moons, and stations. Here I only have stuff in New Babbage. Within New Babbage, it shows me all of my inventory. That includes on-foot inventory, ships, ground vehicles, and vehicle components. You can filter the list down further for particular types, like weapons, or even available paint schemes. Here's the personal weapons and gear, such as pistols and multi-tools. Now, if you close the Moby Glass and press the I key, then you get your inventory. You get an actual view of your character, plus local inventory on the right, and personal inventory on the left. When you first start 3.15, all inventory will be in the local inventory of the city you chose. You can hover over any item to get a description of them. All inventory has a max storage limit and current storage amount. You can filter the list by using the filter drop-down. Just check the boxes for the items you want and click Apply. Hit Done to close the filter. Hit Clear to reset the filter. You should probably start with your chest armor. Different pieces of armor can have its own inventory. Chest armor also determines what types of backpacks you can use. Just drag and drop the item on your character over the lit up circle. These specs indicate how much volume the part takes up, how much carrying capacity, temperature range, damage reduction, and backpack compatibility. Notice the inventory on the left now for your chest armor. From here you can filter by backpacks if you have one, and place it on your character if it is compatible. Backpacks have a lot of space. Notice the backpack inventory opened up now. Finally, you have leg and arm armor. You can drag and drop those. They have similar specs. Heavier armor will slow you down, and in the future you might not be able to use certain seats if you have medium or heavy armor. Here I put on leg armor, and it has its own leg inventory space. There is a big line in the middle that is actually a bug in 3.15 PTU. It's the scroll bar for the left side inventory. I'm guessing that bug will be fixed in the near future. Now for weapons, the process is the same. Just filter and drag and drop. Each item has its own specs. You can drag it into a holster spot or into another inventory spot. Attachments can also be dragged onto the weapons while they are on your body. You can also choose to put an item into your hand directly or drop it onto your feet in a box. Now you can pick up the box and either store it or equip it. It goes into your available personal storage if you have space. Helmets take up space now, so keep that in mind. Taking off and on a helmet requires either space or you have to hold it in hand. When you go shopping, any items you buy go into local storage at whatever city or station you're at. Then you can drag it onto your personal storage or ship storage. Here I'm selecting a weapon to put on me. It's finicky though, right now. See, my gun seems to have disappeared, but it's back in storage again. Also, there's a bug where it might have the wrong icons on them. The hover boxes have the right description if the images don't. Hopefully they fix that soon. So now I put this gun on me, and I'll put attachments on the gun. You can drag and drop, or equip by right-clicking. Equipping might either put it on the gun or on your character, depending on the type and space of equipment. Just make sure not to accidentally leave items in local storage if you need them, with you or on your journey. If you need more storage on yourself, make sure to buy a backpack that'll work with your chest armor or undersuit. Some backpacks work with everything, and some only work with light, medium, or heavy armor. Some might even require certain armor types to work. Also, right now, any items you have on you when you die might get lost, unless you do a character reset, or there's another patch. To prevent loading precious items, buy some generic items from the shops and take it with you instead. Or you can loot stuff from various bases and enemies if you can't afford it. In the future, CIG will implement a system to get back any items that you bought with real money, or are in your hangar, but they haven't mentioned how long that'll take, so be real careful until then. Ships now also have inventory in them, and they can carry much more than your person can. It's a good idea to leave extra ammo, health, or weapons in the ship so they don't take up space until you need them. Ship inventory shows up on the right side next to local inventory as another tab. Keep in mind, if your ship blows up, then so does all your inventory that's stored on it. The one main worry is if we get a 30K. Right now, 30Ks will cause you to lose your ship and its inventory, but CIG is working on creating a heartbeat system that'll track your ships and inventory every few minutes. So if a 30K happens, you can just resummon your ship from any ASOP terminal, and it'll be in the same status it was before the 30K happened. That includes ship health, ship cargo, ship inventory, and ship parts. That sounds like it'll be such a help for people that buy and sell cargo now, and for probably everyone else. So that's it for the 3.15 inventory review. Hopefully CIG works out those bugs and improves the UI for it. Check out my Patreon if you can. That'll help me a lot. Also, if you're new to Star Citizen, you can use my referral code to get extra in-game money. Alright, catch you all next time.